Disclaimer: I am a qualified builder with 25 years experience. I'm not a financial advisor, real estate agent, tax agent, or life coach. I am not affiliated with any company, and this is not advice. This content is shared for education and reflection only. Do your own research before making any decisions. Hey, it's Odinn here, and today I want to shine a light on chasing the deal. So we are all hung up on a deposit and how we cannot literally save fast enough to have a deposit at the same rate as housing valuations. So let's explore what a deal on property can look like. Because there's more than one way to skin a cat, baby. So here we go. Let's be honest. It's not going to be easy. Because if it was, everyone would do it, right? Remember the guy, Carl McDonald? The one red paperclip story? Carl started with one red paperclip, moved to a fish-shaped pen, to a doorknob, to a camp stove, and a generator. He traded roughly about 14 times. Eventually landing a farmhouse in Kipling, I hope I pronounced this properly, Saskatchewan. His book and interviews cover how he made each trade. Remember people, success leaves clues. His book and interviews. You are saying yeah, but that's in Canada, and you're right. However, you can be as creative as you want as long as it is legal in any country. Do your research. What have you got to lose? Because if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. So here's an example, and it's in mighty Queensland. In Queensland, two families literally swapped houses. One family had a 3-bedroom home. The other family had a smaller unit. They traded places like swapping cars. This deal eliminated the stress of selling and buying through agents. They still had to sort out the paperwork, the timing, and pay the difference in value. But it was way simpler than doing two full sales. All they did was swap the keys, topped up the gap in value, and both got the type of home they wanted without any other drama. You can check these sites out if you want to. Aussie House Swap, Homely Forums, Property Talk Australia. These platforms can help you connect with people who are already thinking outside the box. Now, a guy I worked with did this on the Gold Coast. He would swap a car for a souped-up boat that had a V8 in it, then swap that for a Harley Davidson, and so on and so on. And it was all through Facebook. So if one paperclip could become a house, all the property gurus talk about is leverage. This is leverage in a different form. So what if everyday people who started with something small and bartered for something that would improve their housing position? It's just something to think about. In New Zealand, anyone could walk into a Whitcoulls bookstore and buy a legal property contract for $15 and strike deals with property owners. This contract gave you permission to do whatever works you would carry out to add value by painting the walls, build a deck, fix the place up. Then the owner had the option either sell it or refinance. The owner paid you out of the new equity. Before you ask, New Zealand has never had a blanket capital gains tax like Australia or the US. So many deals flew under the radar because New Zealand is big on cash jobs. And that, my friend, is a welcome to the wild, wild west of value-add investing or the good old days for everyone else. From what I have learned anecdotally is that the main ingredient for success is that everyone walks away a winner. And it's embedded in me through my ethos and the 9 virtues I live by. That's not just business, that's my belief. The key rule, people, creative doesn't mean illegal. You've got to wrap every deal in proper paperwork, get a solicitor, follow the tax rules, and you're sweet. Otherwise, you are going to jail, my friend. So let's look at some creative deals that have been done. So let's look at nothing down, no deposit deals. How it works, instead of coughing up a fat deposit, you use creative terms. Ask the seller to carry the deposit. They finance you instead of a bank. Technically, you use the seller's money, the bank's flexibility. Then we have number 2, lease options, which is a rent to own. You rent a property now with the right, but not obligated to buy it later at today's price. So you pay a small option fee up front, rent it, maybe fix it up, maybe sublet it. If their value goes up, you buy and sell for a profit. It's like a lay-by for houses. You lock in today's price, wait till it's worth more, and cash in. Now we have seller financing. The seller acts like the bank. Instead of you borrowing from the 4 major banks in Australia, the seller agrees to take installments. Usually works when the seller owns the house outright. You pay the seller bit by bit, no bank manager in the middle. Next, we have wraparound mortgages. You take over the seller's mortgage, then wrap a new deal around it. The seller has a $200,000 loan at 3%. You buy it at $300,000, collect rent, and pay the seller's bank while pocketing the difference. So you piggy bank off the seller's cheap loan and skim the cream. Next up is equity partnerships. Find someone with money but no time, or time but no skills. They put cash in, you do the work, such as renos, finding deals, managing tenants, split the profit. They bring the wallet, you bring the hammer. You both win. We have fixer-uppers. It's a sweat equity. Buy a place cheap because it's ugly. You do some renos, add value, refinance or sell. You turn dog houses into doll houses. Sweat instead of paying a deposit. Next up is assignments, or flipping contracts. You don't buy the house, you buy the rights to buy it. Put a property under contract, sell the contract to another buyer for a fee. It's like lining up to buy a toy at Kmart, then selling your spot on the line. Now we have subject to deals. You take over a seller's loan, subject to the existing mortgage staying in place. Payments keep going, but the title transfers to you. So you slip into the seller's shoes and keep walking. You're wearing their mortgage until you cash out. Number 9, buy off the plan. Put down a small deposit on an apartment that settles in 2 years. Reserve a house at today's prices, hope the market's higher by the time it's finished, flip it like a concert ticket. Number 10, trading up. The barter strategy. Start with something small like Kyle McDonald's Red Paperclip story. Trade up, car to a caravan to land to house. Every swap adds value. Level up like a video game. Swap until you're holding the castle. We have number 11, joint ventures with developers. Bring land, skills or contacts. Developer brings cash and build team. Share profits at the end. You bring the paddock, they bring the bulldozer, then you both share the pie. So the big catch is every deal works. If it's legal and all the documents line up, you are as good to go. In Australia, tenancy law, stamp duty and finance rules are very strict. The trick, don't say you can't do it here, say how can I adopt it here. And from the legend Jim Rohn, he used to say, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. So there you have it, people. Some information on deals, because everything in life is a negotiation. You just need the will, because if you have a reason why, you will always find a how. There are property advocates in Australia that have structured deals that will accommodate what you want and help you get there. I'm just opening this up for discussion, and it's about meeting the right person and asking the right questions. You're making a connection with someone can lead to the right opportunity. I have experienced this many times in my life and passed it on to other people. You just have to be able to recognize it for what it is and seize the day, as they say. All I'm saying is that there are always deals somewhere to be made. Do your own research and due diligence on anyone who is saying that they can actually help you. Because if it's too good to be true, yeah, it probably is. Odunn's housing model. Buy homes outright, cap rents at 30% of household income. Upgrade with solar and sustainability through fruit and vegetable gardens. Provide stability through housing to essential workers and first responders and their families. If this mission aligns with you, should you accept, come, let's build this together. We are always looking for board members. And if you're wondering why am I doing this, it's because I am no ordinary man. This is my purpose in loving memory of my beautiful boy, AMRA. Thank you for the likes, thank you for your time. Follow the journey, share the spark. And you know how we close this. Just so we are clear, no cats will ever be harmed during the making of any video.